Here's this tension in No Country for Old Men, and looking at the genre that we are interested in and trying to take elements from that.
And here's this Tenzin sequence that we were really kind of enamored by and wish to take further, and all these concepts we learned in Uncharted 2, and all these things started coming together to form this concept that eventually became The Last of Us.
We kind of laid down sort of the bullet point list for ourselves of, it had to be character driven. This narrative has to be important. I have to get invested with these characters.
I think games actually offer an opportunity that Hollywood and movies don't, and that it is interactive, and that you can create this stronger attachment than a passive entertainment medium. We want the player to feel the same emotion that the character is feeling. If you're doing your job right by introducing gameplay elements and scenarios that the player actually has agency in, it can make that emotional connection even stronger.
Could you build up a relationship with somebody through gameplay over the course of the entire game? And it's about the pressure being applied to these characters and those choices they make that I feel like I'm a part of. As game developers, of course, we're constantly like collecting ideas, thinking about things like how can you make games better and do more and blah, blah, blah. And, well, this was like, how can you do less? How can you actually strip away all this stuff and get to this kind of meat? I can get invested in the characters, I can understand the world, it can be beautiful and lush like Naughty Dog does. Because we can do post-apocalyptic like you haven't seen before. It's about nature reclaiming the world, right? It's not just about gray, dreary, drab, sepia tones, etc.
Since it's more of not just a run-and-gun shooter like Uncharted as much, we're actually trying to keep it where a bullet could equal life. You're scavenging and you're not going to have 10 clips for an AK-47.
There would have been a concept that would have been much easier to make. There would have been a concept that would have been much more fun to work on. But at the end we picked probably the most challenging one for us to make, because at the end of the day, this is the game we want to play as players, right? We really want to get our hands on this game when it's done and play it.
And we're masochists.
So that's the way we come at it here, because mediocrity is just the devil.